Even though it currently looks like that in Chestnut Hill, it looks like Louisville will indeed battle Boston College tomorrow night. There's even talk that some of his players don't even know. Reggie Bonifant or Kyle Bolin. He likes to keep Georgia guessing, and he likes that element of surprise. Second half, Ulis to Marcus Lee. Beautiful. And the foul, and then Ulis talking a little trash, saying, I'm going to score in this next highlight. And he does just that. Muhammad Ali had graced the cover of Sports Illustrated 38 times. You can go ahead and make that 39 times. Cal said it's about the players. After all, they helped get him to the Hall of Fame. All week long, Rick, we've heard about how the greens are soft. This water is going to make things even softer. How does that benefit a guy like Rory McIlroy, who's now 6 under? For 17-year-old Madison Williams, there isn't a better softball coach in the world than her father, Stan. A man that always gives his best to get her best.
Sometimes he was calm, sometimes not so much. He would yell at all of us, probably me more than other people just because I'm his daughter.
But this summer, Stan isn't yelling. He can't. The 48-year-old is silenced by ALS, a disease he was diagnosed with last year. Since the spring, he's lost 100 pounds and is now confined to a wheelchair.
It was just very hard to take in. He can't walk. He has a feeding tube, struggles with talking. When I go back and look at pictures, I'm like, wow.
Whoa, Whoa,
But in spite of the disease, Stan has not stopped coaching Madison, or her team, the Fern Creek 16 and under All-Stars. Stan communicates to his team through text messages and through a special computer program. He no longer has control of his body, but he still has a say in what his team does on the field.
I watch the games and observe what is going on. I have coached some of these girls since they were 7 and 8 years old. They are like family to me.
The Fern Creek All-Stars leave this week for the Babe Ruth World Series in Florida. Stan will be there, coaching his team and his daughter Madison for perhaps one last time.
He's helped me ever since I first started, so it'd be weird not having him out here.
Spending time with my daughters and these girls give me something to smile about each and every day I get to see them.
He's giving it all he has, because after all, that's all he ever wanted from her. Mike Lacett, WDRB Sports. There was no way Trey Lewis was going to miss tonight's game with Wake Forest. Sure, his heel was hurting, and so was his ankle. In fact, they were hurting so badly, Rick Pitino announced yesterday Lewis would miss the Cardinals' ACC opener. Lewis was in pain, but before the game decided, why not? Let's do it. He did not start, instead came off the bench, and when he did, went right to work. First half, off the fake, knocks down the 3. Lewis scored 9. Cards up 9 midway through the first half. Danny Manning telling his guys, get a little more physical. Chinano Nwaku. That's how it's done. Finished with 12 points and 15 boards. Cards also got a first half boost from Donovan Mitchell. Look at the athleticism here. The rebound and the putback. Cards up 7 at the break. Second half, Wake Forest not going anywhere, down 4. Make it 1. Mitchell Wilbekin, big 3. Life for the Demon Deacons with 6 minutes to go. Then 2.5 left. Bryant Crawford, deep 3. Tied it at 56. The Cards could have folded. They did not. Mitchell, zigging, zagging, tough laying. Career high 18. Cards up 2. And then it's Damian Lee. Quiet first half, big second half. 10 of his 12 points after the break. That would put the Cardinals up 4, and they go on to win 65-57. Eric Crawford now with a happy recap.
Well, it was the ACC opener.
Football now heading into the final Sunday of the regular season. The Cincinnati Bengals still had a shot at grabbing a first-round bye. Cincy hoping for a win over Baltimore and a Denver loss to San Diego. Andy Dalton out again, although word is the cast in his right thumb coming off tomorrow. A.J. McCarron in again, got off to a rough start, bounced back, finds A.J. Green for the go-ahead touchdown in the second half. McCarron 17-27, 160 yards, 2 scores. Had some help. Later in the third, Jeremy Hill, 38-yard score. Bengals up 12, and then Hill. Dance moves a little outdated, but you know what? Retro's in. Ravens trying to come back in the fourth quarter, down 8. but that is as close as they would come. The interception there, and Marvin Lewis, the Gatorade bath. Bengals win 24-16. So Cincinnati won, but in order for the Bengals to get that bye, they needed San Diego to beat Peyton Manning and the Broncos at Mile High. Tough task. It would prove to be too tough. Fourth quarter with Manning on in relief, leading the charge. Ronnie Hillman, 23-yard touchdown. Broncos win 27-20. So they deny the Bengals the bye, and they earn the top spot in the AFC. Cincy will play Pittsburgh in the wild card game. Meanwhile, the Colts' playoff hopes still had a pulse going into today, but it was fading. They needed a win over Tennessee, a Houston loss, and 7 other things exactly to go right. Wasn't looking good. Chuck Pagano, most likely his last game as coach of the Colts. If that's the case, his team wanted to send him out a winner. End of the first, Josh Freeman, Kobe Fleener, 57-yard score. Indy up 10-7. End of the second quarter. Colts down 1. Ryan Lindley in at quarterback. It's Andre Johnson here. And watch Johnson. Great play. A little extension there for the touchdown. Colts up 6 at the break. Second half, Titans driving off the deflection. Terrell Freeman, look what I found. Takes it back 23 yards. Colts win 30-24, but they won't be going to the playoffs since Houston also won. So, is this the end of the Chuck Pagano era? Coach faced the music after the game.
You can't live your life in a bubble, but you can certainly play a new sport in one.
Someone get it! Go!
Bunch of people running around and knocking each other over and not getting hurt. What's not to love about that?
It's called knockerball, and it has made its way to Louisville. Ridiculous? Go! Sure. Fun? Oh, yeah.
Go!
First thought was, that looks like something fast enough and dumb enough that could be pretty exciting. Of course, I said, sign me up, paint me there. I want to do that thing.
It's based off actual soccer, but most of the rules have been stripped down.
When we start the match, stay behind the white line. When I blow the whistle, get the ball and you knock people over.
There seem to be two ways to win this game. One is to be good at soccer, and the other seems to be to just knock everyone out of the way and hope it sort of rolls your direction.
In order to play knocker ball, you have to get inside the knocker ball. Now, it looks like a big old beach ball, but when you go inside, well, you'll see there's more to it. You got the handlebars here, you got some straps there, you lift up, it's kind of heavy, it's kind of snug. That's probably a good thing, because chances are you're going to get hit.
It's so fun. I mean, the first time it happens, you're kind of stuck in slow-mo, like, whoa. You just keep going, and the next time you get hit, it feels like you're flying.
And you feel downright exhausted afterward. Believe it or not, they're all getting quite the workout.
You get tired really quick. It's one of the best workouts I've ever had.
Knockerball? Hey, don't knock it until you try it. Mike Lacett, WDRB Sports.